I guess there's no update on Anthony, just in protocol, and you'll see how the week goes.
That's exactly right. You got it.
Had to ask.
I know.
One quick follow up, since with concussions, was Drew Ogletree a healthy scratch? Did you keep him out another week, or how did you?
Yeah, he was a healthy scratch. He cleared. Just kept him out. Yeah.
Thank you.
Greg?
Hey Shane, I've got two questions. First about Anthony, does his it's more complicated given his age, his experience, all that stuff. So I'm just wondering if that will factor in. In other words, how much practice can he miss and still play Sunday? I'm guessing the bar is different on the Shaq Leonard continuum. Anthony Richardson, how much can he
Yeah.
miss and still play?
Yeah, that's a good question, Greg. I think we're going to work through those things and we'll talk through those tonight. I don't have a definitive answer for you right now, but we'll work through those things tonight.
Okay, and then about Ryan Kelly's concussion, Anthony kind of famously self-reported it. How did
Yeah.
Ryan? It kind of slipped under the radar. Can you tell us when it happened and
Yeah.
how it got reported?
Yeah, same thing. He reported it. It was just, I think it was right before the half or something, and he said it at halftime. So, yeah.
Okay.
James?
Just to clarify real quick, Ryan Kelly, is he in the protocol as well, I would assume?
Yes, he is.
Okay. And then as far as the running backs go, Zach Moss took all the carries. Is that something that is by design, or was it just by what we had to do to win, or if that makes sense?
Yeah, I mean, I think I mentioned this before. Obviously, we like all our backs, but Zach was running it good. He had the hot hand, and we just kept rolling with him.
Was Jonathan Taylor at the game in Houston?
No, he was not. And just in regards to Jonathan, going forward, like he's on PUP, like we mentioned, for the next 2 weeks, and we're looking forward to getting him back.
So is it like a team choice, his choice to not go, or how does that work?
Yeah, all that stuff I'll keep internal. All the questions about that stuff I'll keep internal.
George?
Kane, on the punt play where the offense ran back onto the field, obviously a lot of moving pieces there, a lot of things that could go wrong. Was there any hesitation to do that with a backup quarterback?
No, I mean, Gardner's a veteran guy that's been around it. We practice situational football all the time. We talk about it, talk about it in the meeting rooms. We practice it on the practice field. So it was good to see.
Kevin?
Shane, it looked like just based off the box score, your offensive line played pretty well, pass and run. How did it check out on film?
It was good. Shoot, to see those guys that didn't give up a sack. They're good in pass protection, good in the run game. Guys were on the same page, communicating at a high level. And I think when you're communicating at a high level, I think that's when you have good outcomes. And that's what happened yesterday with those guys.
And you mentioned, Drew had cleared, but it was a health or was a whatever coach's decision. If Anthony clears, will he definitely play on Sunday, or would it be something where you would be extra cautious?
Yeah, like I said, we'll work through those things. I don't have a definitive answer for you on that one, Kevin, yet.
JJ?
Shane, when you have a running back like Zach who's fighting for those extra yards and breaking tackles, what does that do for just the mentality of an offense? When you're seeing that effort on those plays.
It's awesome to see. I mean, when guys are running hard, the way he ran hard yesterday and breaking tackles, I think it just brings energy to the football team to get those 2 or 3 extra yards. Tough running is awesome to see. And when guys do that, like I said, I think that guys feed off it. The offensive line feeds off it. The whole team, defense, special team sees it, and it gets some momentum going.
James?
One quick follow-up. When it comes to AR and preparing for the week, or even Gardner Minshew, do you treat Gardner Minshew as a starter if AR remains in the protocol? Like, I don't know, Tuesday, Wednesday, like does Gardner just get all the snaps, or how does that work?
Yeah, we got to do a good job. We'll talk through that stuff tonight from a game plan perspective and go from there. And then we'll make that decision as the week goes on.
And then on the flip side, on defensively, what do you think of just your defensive backs and maybe some of the, I want to say, just some, I guess, some miscues that allowed some big plays late for Houston?
Yeah, there's just little things we got to get cleaned up, little details. We'll get those things cleaned up and we'll learn from them. But I thought the defensive line, I mean, just pointing out one guy, Grove, he played awesome. He set the tone off the bat on the first play of the game and just made, play after play after play. Same with Bucks, Sampson, Quiddy, Dio. Those guys had a hell of a game up front.
Greg?
Shane, we don't know what the symptoms were. Can you share like what was Anthony and Ryan, what triggered in their head? Hey, something's not quite right here. Can you tell us?
Yeah, I won't get into that stuff, Greg. I'll keep that stuff. Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
Coach, you've talked about this. I mean, from training camp and the last month or so, how you talked to Richardson about how you protect yourself or when you can, and there are game situations where you just play. The touchdown that he got hit on, it looked like he eased up. I mean, if he had run through, would maybe he avoided the hit, or is it just hard to say?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, I'll let him when he gets a chance to tell you guys. I mean, when he hit the corner, you know what I mean? It just like he was like, "Oh, I'm scoring," and all of a sudden the safety came out of there and then caught him in his vision. You know, that was more what it was than anything.
But there are times that he's simply going to play. I mean,
Yeah.
and you're going to get hit, and that's just kind of the nature of the beast, isn't it?
Yeah, that's nature of the beast. And it's just, again, it takes time, you know what I mean? A young player and just learning, you know, when to be smart and getting down and knowing when you're going to take the hit and having good vision and all those different things.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Raven?
We saw it in the preseason with Gardner's just efficiency and just knowledge of the offense. How beneficial is it to have him and have that knowledge, especially when unpredictable things happen like they did on Sunday?
Yeah, no, it's huge. I mean, especially the backup quarterback around the league, you know, you don't get any reps during the week. You know, the starters take all the reps in practice, and sometimes you guys might get in there, but especially the quarterback. But the way he prepares week in and week out, knowing the system and going out and operating the way he did, taking completions, operating at high level, moving the football. I know he came in there and had the 2 scoring drives when he came in. Operated that 2-minute drive really well. You know, it was we're playing normal ball, and then it turned into a 2-minute there at the end. And just the way he operated it was very impressive.
And did you see things like that when you guys were together in Philly?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the guy loves football. He understands football. I've said this before. He's like a coach on the field. And so, you know, obviously he went in there and performed at a high level, which was really good to see.
Kevin?
Shane, how rare is it in maybe today's league to see a running back just be on the field for as much as Zach was? I mean, I think he only missed 1 snap. It just seems like that sort of workload doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah, I mean, it is rare, but you know, he was up for the challenge. Obviously, like I said, he was running good. He felt good on the sidelines with the pace we were going at, the way he was running. It was really impressive to see him come back off that injury and do what he did.
Last one, Kent?
Hey, Coach. You said we're looking forward to getting Jonathan Taylor back. I don't mean to be obtuse, but does that mean you have reason to believe that in week 5 he'll rejoin the team and be active?
He's on PUP, and once he gets off PUP, like I said, we're looking forward to getting him back.